Okay, y'all know I don't normally do 2-a-days at all. But this came up. This is like, I don't know, the third, fourth, fifth time this came up today. I'm sorry, not today, this week. And I am just going to go ahead and put this out there so that way I can put it on my Facebook wall, on my business page. So that way I could just go ahead and point people to this particular video from now on, because quite honestly, it will save me so much time. So this is going to sound like a bit of a rant, and it is okay, because and y'all might be like, oh, Donna, that's not what you say to people when you want them to be your customers. Clearly not. Because so this is gonna be, I'm just giving you heads up. If I hurt your feelings, if you're like, she's in a bad mood, I'm not. Sometimes the truth just has to be said, and I am in one of those truth telling moods. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of these questions and get them out of the way so people know exactly who they're dealing with, because I'm probably not the coach for you. All right, so here it goes. First of all, I am Donna St. Louis. I do run a business called High Profit Zone. I am an international speaker. I was homeless when I was 19. I started an IT business, so I worked in business intelligence. I grew that to 250 million. I retired when I was 39 years old. I'm no longer 39. For over 10 years now, I have been in the speaking industry. For the first 4 years, I bang that up like nobody's business. If there was a mistake to be made in that industry, I made that mistake. Period. I mean, I did a fantastic job making a mistake. It was beautiful. I paid for all the things. I talked to all the coaches. I went to all the meetings. I got all the little pieces of information all over the place. I had all the puzzle pieces, all of them. They were all kind of laid out. Beautiful puzzle pieces. I had no idea how the hell to put it together, because I didn't know what puzzle pieces belonged to my puzzle from my business versus everybody else's. So I messed up. I will own that every day, twice on Sunday. Okay. Now, with that said, I also then took a significant amount of time to figure out what the formula was, because I saw people who were dumb as all get out, making ends over ends over ends in the speaking business. And I couldn't figure out how to get one person to say that I was worth paying. So with that said, I was just like, I got to figure this out. And so I went and I did all the work to figure out the formula and the blueprint. And then I applied it to myself. I was like any good scientist would, because I am a scientist by training. Like any good scientist would, I went and tested it on myself to make sure it worked. And it worked. And then within like 90 days, I had closed something like almost $40,000 worth of business. Within a couple of years, my calendar was like crazy full. And now I run a 7-figure business. So when people come to me and I'm going to just go through the stuff that I hear. So if you have this particular excuse, if this is one of the excuses in your repertoire, it's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and handle that excuse now and get it out of the way. This is my objection handling, because I quite honestly don't feel like playing the objection handling game with people. It's quite annoying for me. I am not chasing dollars. I don't chase dollars. I don't chase small change, because if I'm chasing a small change, the big dollars can't catch me. So I don't chase small change. I'm not tracking down clients. I'm not trying to get 100 people. If you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, that's cool. I'm probably not the coach for you. We are not meant to work together, and that is cool. I got it. So let's talk about some of these things. First thing I hear is, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. I don't know how. 1, 2, 3. I don't have the money. And I wrote these down because I have them a lot. I don't have the money. I don't have time. I don't know how. And my favorite is, well, Donna, you don't understand what it's like not to have money. Really? Because I was never homeless. Because I didn't lose anything ever. I just woke up one day and boom, somebody popped a silver spoon in my mouth and they threw millions of dollars in my account. For real? Really? And I'm judging people because they don't have? Are you kidding me? The last thing I do is judge people for they don't have. What I do judge is your inability to say, I don't have the money right now. Is there something that I can do? Oh, yeah, see, that's the thing. Because I did have someone, by the way, who hit me up and said, Donna, I don't have the money right now. Right? What's up, Ed? And then she turned around and said, so I need you to tell me exactly what I need to do to get in the house, because I need this. And I'm like, I love you. Like, I straight up, I'm like, I love you. Let's talk about what you need to do to get to the house. Just that, it wasn't her bullshit ass excuse. She told me, this is what I don't have. This is what I don't have right now. But I am willing to do what it takes to make magic happen because I have seen you. I know what you do. I already saw the results of the people you've worked with. I saw where they came from. I saw where they are now. I looked at your own journey where you were and where you are now. And you know what? You're not out here doing this bullshit where you're like, oh, I am living in $1 million mansion and I drive da-da-da. You're like, no, this is real. This is what I do. This is how I do it. And it's real. So the excuses of, I don't have the money are just excuses. I don't have the time means that this isn't a priority for you. Fine. Or maybe what I'm teaching you isn't a priority for you. That's fine. That's fine. But also don't expect that all of a sudden you are magically on the list for next year because quite honestly, there might not be a next year. I don't know if I'm going to do this forever, right? I'm offering it now. Again, success is when luck meets opportunity, when opportunity meets preparation and a fire meets your ass. If a fire ain't meeting your ass, then you're not ready to be successful. And that's cool. I'm down with that. I don't know how. I know you don't know how. That's why I'm offering this class. If you knew how to do it, what the hell would I be offering the class for? Like, seriously. And then my favorite is, well, I need to have X, Y, and Z before I do A, B, and C. And I can't do X, Y, Z because I don't have money, I don't have time, and I don't know how. I'm like, well, you know what? Your dumb ass gonna stay in that circle. Just, you stay in your circle, okay? And then my favorite is, I can get it for free. Then go get it for free. I've already done that journey of trying to get it for free everywhere, only realizing that free didn't get me anywhere. All I had was all these puzzle pieces that didn't help. So you go do that, right? Excuses are nothing more than fodder. Excuses are made up of, I don't have time, I don't have money, and I don't know how. That's what excuses are made up of. And what it really comes down to is your fear. There's a couple of things you're afraid of. Number one, you're afraid to tell me no. You're afraid to say, Donna, you know what? I love watching your stuff. I'm just not interested in working with you. Cool. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, because just imagine all the tea bagging. No, I am somebody's shot of whiskey. So it's quite all right if I'm not the person that you want to work with. That's cool. Watch the live streams, bro. You can watch them all day. Trust me, only 25 people can get in, and they got to be 25 people I could deal with. So, and those people have to be able to deal with me. So I am not for everyone. I would prefer for you to be honest and say, listen, I'm never going to invest that kind of money in working with you. Cool. Or the second thing is, the other thing is, I'm not going to ever invest that kind of money in myself. Cool. Or it's just a dream of mine that I actually don't ever think I'll live. See, the thing is, we are actually afraid of doing the following. And that is admitting to ourselves where we really are. And we create these self-fulfilling prophecies. You say, I want to be a speaker. I want to be a high profit entrepreneur. I want to be on stage. I want to do all these things. But at the end of the day, you're not willing to do the things that you need to do to get there. See, sometimes the message that you need doesn't come in the package that you want it to. This might not be the package you wanted to come in, but this is the package that it's in. And the package that it's in right now is a package that's saying you need to turn around and take a good close look in the mirror. I said that I wanted to do something, and in order to do that something, I had to get rid of all the bullshit excuses of time and money and knowledge. What I had to do first was I had to go and increase my knowledge, regardless of the package that it came in. Because quite honestly, the person who first mentored me was an asshole, and I did not like him at all. However, some of the best mentoring I ever got in my life was from this person. He was an ass. Best mentor ever. Then, once I got the knowledge, then I had to realize that I was worth investing in. And if I wanted to get somewhere, and if I wanted to know something, then I was going to have to do the work that I needed to do, which meant I was going to have to put dollars into something. In other words, I don't know how many people out there are trying to start a business with, some bubblegum Twizzlers and some aluminum foil. Like this, you're trying to MacGyver your damn business. Seriously, it is a business. I am working with people to get someone to give you $10,000 to stand on stage for 1 hour. and you think your investment should be, I'm sorry, how much exactly? Oh, $500, $400, $200, $100? Oh, free? You're not looking to start a business. I don't even know what you're trying to do. It's not even a hustle. Hell, even a hustle, you got to put some money in the game. Damn. Or you got to risk your life. I don't know, but you got to do something more than think. I mean, tell me exactly. Hell, even if you was going to sell Avon, you got to buy the product first. Jesus Christ. I know so many people that are trying to get in the game, trying to do the stuff, and they're not willing to make an investment. If you're not willing to make an investment in your own education so that you can go and do all the things that you need to do and you can do them properly, then pause. You're not ready to be an entrepreneur at all. I'm going to a class on December 6th in Phoenix. And here's the problem that I'm running into. The class is $397. And you might be like, she got money and she worried about $397. I'm worried that they're not charging me enough. Because what I want to know, when they teach it to me, will add $200,000 or $300,000 to my business. So I'm like, either he don't know his value, or he's not going to teach me what I need to know, and it's going to be some BS upsell. And so I literally picked up the phone. I'm like, I need to understand why this class is only $397, because I have a level of expectation that I'm going to get something more than what $397 is going to give me. So I literally reached out to the guy and I'm like, why is it only $397? Are you going to be upselling me some other bullshit I don't want? Because everything I want, I need to get in that class. I'm not trying to come out to Phoenix to 3, 4, and 5 other classes. I need to know right now because I got things to do. And that's the thing. We are so trying to get, let me tell you something, how free works. I'm ahead. So yeah, you're going to do my free shit. And then after my free shit, I'm going to sell you the t-shirt. And then after the t-shirt, I'm going to sell you the, I'm going to sell you the pants to match. And then after the pants, I'm going to sell you the next thing. And I'm going to keep selling you shit more and more and more of expensive shit. And all you've done is waste time. I'm trying to shorten the learning curve. I'm trying to get you from thinking about speaking to making $10,000 come February. Like, that's what I'm doing. What are y'all trying to do? And if I'm telling you, I want you to come in November 21st, 22nd, 23rd to Orlando, so you can make $10,000 for February, at the end of February, how much do you think that's going to cost? That's going to cost you money and time. You're going to have to work your ass off in December and January and February, so you can close business by the end of February. You're going to have to put some time in the game, some skin in the game, and some work in the game. All of that has to be in the game. If you're not willing to put time, money, and work, boom, stop. There's no need in watching my Facebook Lives. There's no need in continuing to pay attention to anything I type. There's no need, because at the end of the day, you do not have a future, a real future in this business. You have a dream. Go and take some melatonin, pop your ass in the bed, get your pillow nice and fluffy, and so you can continue to dream about it. But there is no need to waste my time at all. I am not working with dreamers. See, because they woke up. They decided to take that dream and get a piece of paper and start going like this. Right. And they started writing it down. Exactly, Tammy. They started writing it down, and then they said, what do I need to do first? Now, most people ignorantly, and I don't mean stupidly, because stupid is willful ignorance. Ignorant is when you don't know any better. Most people ignorantly start writing down the things they should do, and they write down the wrong thing first. The very first thing you have to do is educate yourself on how to do it the right way. Most people pop out and they're like, I'm just going to go and start marketing myself. That's wrong. That's wrong. And look, I'm telling you this because I did it wrong. I went out and I started marketing myself. I was selling freaking pork to a Jewish neighborhood. I was selling meat in a vegan neighborhood. I was doing it wrong. I'm telling you, I was doing it wrong. I put up the website so I would look like a superstar. When nobody buying a superstar, they're buying your expertise. And then here's the other thing. If you were way more dumber, you wouldn't have any, you'd only have one piece of expertise, baby. You could only sell it one place. That's it. You could only sell it one place because you're so stupid you only got one thing to sell. But the issue is that most of the people, not all, most of the people who are watching this are smart. And so they have a lot more things to pull from. And their big challenge is that they don't know the one thing that they need to pull, and that one thing that's valuable. They have all these rocks. They don't know which one of these rocks is truly a golden nugget. Some of them are spray painted rocks, but one of them is a golden nugget. That's where my job comes in. My job is to help you find it. But the issue is that most people, what they start doing is they start going, I'm just going to go and I'm going to get a bunch of leads and I'm going to go and knock on all this door and I'm going to tell people that I'm a speaker. And you know what I'm going to do? Oh my God. I'm going to go to Toastmasters and I'm going to learn how to give a phenomenal 7-minute speech. I'm going to get into every single Toastmasters thing. Let me tell you something. It is not about being a damn Toastmaster and doing the best speech. I won Toastmasters competitions. I thought the only way to become a professional speaker was by being a great Toastmaster. No, being a great Toastmaster gets you more volunteer hours. It does not get you on stage. There are people, because nobody's hiring your ass for a 7-minute speech. Nobody's even hiring your ass for a succession of 7-minute speeches. They are hiring you to create a transformation to the people in that audience, and that ain't through your perfect 7-minute speech. I got ahs, I got ums, I flip over words, I say all kinds of stuff. But you know what? And I don't stand there and do that stupid thing where you got to stand there and they introduce you and then you look at the audience. Oh, what is that shit? We don't do that in real life. That's not how it works in the speaking business. What Toastmasters teaches y'all, for y'all who are Toastmasters, who y'all probably like, oh, blaspheme, she needs to be out. Don't get me wrong. It is for people who need to know how to get over their fear of speaking. But if you are over that fear of speaking, that is not going to get you on a professional stage. And I know, because some of those Toastmasters that have been on those professional stages are my clients. Just saying. That is not gonna, when you get on that stage, they are looking for you to create a transformation. They are not looking for the best speaker who won a Toastmasters competition. In fact, you need to take that shit off your website, because all that tells me as an event planner, as a speaker, as a professional, as somebody who's hired speakers before, all that tells me is that your ass is a rookie. That's all it tells me. It tells me that you think the most important thing to do is to be in the box and follow the rules. Stand in the middle of the stage. Look at the audience to the left. Look at the audience to the right. Make sure that you recognize the dignitaries that are in the room. Don't forget to say thank you for being here. You start off a speech if you want to, coming up to my stage talking about thank you for being here. You must be out your damn mind. You stand up there for 7 seconds and don't say anything. I'm going to walk up and say, is your mic working? No, that's not what it's about. It's not about being in a box. I'm hired, number one, because I'm not in anybody's box at all. So I'm answering the questions that people say. I'm answering the objections that people say to me all the time, because I'm going to send them right here to this video. So this is a very self-serving and selfish video. Number one, if you don't have money, if that's the excuse that you tell me when you're like, Donna, I don't have money, I can't do your program, then guess what? That is your sorry ass excuse. Because, what's up, J Money? What's up, Julie Creffield? This is one of my favorite High Profit Zone family members. I love you. Now, this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Julie has no excuses at all. When she was like, things are tight, I'll figure it out. Things are this, I'll do that. This girl is a hustler. She doesn't let any excuse get in her way. She left High Profit Zone January of, was it this year? I think January of this year. Yeah, it's been January of this year. This girl left June 16th. She went home, January 16th. By January 31st, her website up. By February 1st, she was selling her program. By the end of February, she had, I think, 23 or 25 or 28 people, some number, big number, signed up into her program. She is a tribe builder like nobody's business. But she came to High Profit Zone and we helped her find that who she was. She is badass. So the investment to get into the boot camp. The boot camp, and let me make sure I'm clear on what the boot camp is. The boot camp is, I want to be a high paid speaker and I need to know how to do this, right? Yes. Anything that has to do with you and your brand and speaking and getting out there, we check all of it. Your copy, your website, your professional brochure, your pictures, your video, your hero statement, your hero phrase, the program descriptions, your target market, your target rich environment, what kind of engagements, the first email you send out, how do you sell, what do you say when you sell, all of it. The investment for the boot camp is $2,000. When you leave the boot camp, and we have a payment plan, when you leave the boot camp, quite honestly, you should be walking away with a 90-day program that 100% tells you, what's up, Tracy? That's another High Profit Zone family member. With a program that quite honestly tells you exactly what you should be doing next. You are going to have a go forward strategy. It is the number one reason why I only allow 25 people in the boot camp, because I need you to be able to answer questions. I need you to be able to write stuff down like, this is my hero statement. This is my hero phrase. I at least need you to have a very strong go forward. But all these excuses they're bullshit excuses. And they're excuses. I would prefer for somebody to say to me, listen, it's a little too much Donna, and I can't deal with all the Donna-ness. You are a wrecking ball. I cannot handle your wrecking ball in my life. Cool. I'm good with that. I am not everybody's cup of tea. I'm a lot of people's shot of whiskey though. And not everybody can deal with that, but you got to know who you are. I'm not going to change to get more clients. I'm going to be me. And you need to be you. And this isn't always a match. So you have to know exactly what it is that you want, what you're looking for in the package and what you want to deliver. This package ain't for everybody at all. But there are some people who this package is perfect for. So you guys got to know, I got a bunch of High Profit Zone family members coming on. Tracy, Michael, Claudia, who's on earlier? Julie. These are all people other than Michael who've gone through the program in some way, shape, or form. So they will tell you the brand of crazy that I bring to the table. But I would tell you one of the nicest things, and people say, don't get me wrong, sometimes people say nice things. One of the nicest things that somebody said to me recently was Donna Ramsted. And Donna Ramsted wrote this great description. She goes, Donna is an absolute wrecking ball with a heart of gold. She cuts through all your BS and pulls out just the absolute best. And sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's hard, but at the end of the day, you're a better person because of it. And that means everything to me. Because she knows my true heart, right? The package might not be the Kumbaya package, but she knows who I really am. Anyway, so I just had to let you know, if you're creating the self-fulfilling prophecy of, I don't have money, then you're not going to have money. One of my favorite people that's coming to the one in November 21st, 22nd, 23rd, her name is Holly. She reminds me a lot of Julie Creffield. Holly said, she's like, I don't know where the money's going to come from. I don't need to know where the money's going to come from, but I'm going to be there November 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and we need to figure out how to make that happen. I'm like, let's figure it out. I love action takers. I love people who go, girl, let's figure it out. I'm like, girl, let's figure it out. If you are not about figuring it out, if you are not about action, if you are just sitting there going, everything's not perfect, so I can't move forward. If that's who you are, if you're waiting for the perfect sunny day to make action, what's up, Ryan? What's up, John? So Ryan will be there on November 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I was about to start with a trainer who said it would take a year. How long does it take for your clients' typical results? Hold on. This would be easier if I could see. Typical results. Oh, there you go. Typical results. Okay, so here's the thing. And I'm going to say this, and I don't mean it depends. I'm going to answer this question as honestly as possible. So sales season. The speaker industry has a sales season. the sales season generally follows the same season as the school calendar. So from January all the way until like spring break, that March, April timeframe. You know how spring break is like mid-March, April, May. So from January all the way until spring break is a really hot sales season. In fact, I tell people, if we can get you ready by January, you'll close all the deals you need to in the first 12 weeks of the year. But we have to have you ready come January 1st. Then it really tapers off. That April, it starts slowing down April, and then it slows down a little more in May. So it starts selling hard in January, then it goes all the way to March, and then it tapers off in May, June, July. It kind of gets slow as hell. Then mid-August, right when kids are going back to school, it picks way up. It picks way up. And so then it picks up in August, and it starts being hot in August, September, October. When you start getting into November, it starts tapering down again and almost dies completely in December. Okay, so with that said, people who come to November, our goal, and Stevie Dawn is a High Profit Zone family member as well. People who come in November, our goal is to get all of their stuff tight November, December. This means, and I think Stevie Dawn, I was just talking about you, Holly. I think Stevie, if I remember correctly, you did all your stuff in 3 weeks. We got your professional brochure done in like 3 weeks, if I remember correctly. So with that said, what we want to do is we want to make sure that your professional speaking brochure, which is your expertise, your ideal client, your hero statement, your program descriptions, all of that stuff that we've pulled out, we want to have that done by January 1st. And that means that, I know people are like, but Christmas, guess what? Do you even remember what the hell you did last Christmas? That means you're going to have to work at least 2 days a week for that time, because January 1st, you got to be prospecting. Stevie has prospecting magic. If you are out there and you are pushing hard January 1st to your ideal client in target-rich environments, it will take you 60 days to get to your first closed engagement. Now, I worked with, now you're going to say I'm full of shit because I'm about to tell you something. So June 15th, I started working with, Greg. So we started working together June 13th. June 13th, August 13th, was it June, July, August? Yeah. September 13th to the day. 90 days later, this man sent a video and said, I just want to show you that 90 days to the day, and I have the video, I am signing my deal for $12,000. He goes, 90 days to the day that we started working. And we butted heads and argued. In fact, Avish, who just joined, was in the meeting that happened in May where I met Greg. So he knows I didn't even meet Greg until May. We started working together in June, and he closed his first deal in September. So I will tell you that from the time you start working with me in November, I tell people it's going to take between 3 to 4 months for you to really sign your first deal. But that is if you work your ass off. So if you start working with me in November, we start selling in January, you should be closing your first deal in like late February, March timeframe. That's honestly how much time it takes. And that's if you're working. And what do I mean by working? Working means that we've put together your professional brochure. We've gotten some type of video done, not a shit video, but a decent video done. We have your, even if your website is pointing to your professional brochure, we have your website pointing to your professional brochure, so you have a professional presence, and you've gotten some pictures, some decent pictures. Those are the things that you're going to need. Because I need those for your brochure. I need those to make sure your stuff is on point. So I'm going to tell you, it takes 3 to 4 months. Now, if you screw up and you say, well, Donna, I don't want to start with you until February. Well, then I'm going to tell you again, it's probably not going to be until mid-September until you sign a real deal. Because deals get signed between January and, like I said, that March, April time frame, that first 12 weeks of the year, and September through November, right? So there's really 6 strong months where you sign the most deals. Deals are rarely really signed in June, and in that December timeframe. In that summer and December, they're rarely signed. Not that they're never signed, they're rarely signed. So I'm just giving you the real. So hopefully that answers that question, Tammy. Anyway, that's the deal. If you are serious and all the excuses, I know people that have been in this industry for years that still are making $5,000. Or no, they're saying I work between $5,000 and $7,500. That's a nice way of saying I get $5,000 most of the time. I want $7,500, but I have no idea how to get that much money. And for the most part, I'm getting less than that, right? Like, they're just negotiating down their value. They haven't figured the magic out. They don't even know. They know what they do best. They don't know why their audience wants it. They're not sure if they're an entertainment speaker or an expert speaker. They're not sure if they're motivational, inspirational expert. They're not really sure what they are. And all of those things matter, right? I had somebody that sent me a text message the other day and he wanted me to answer like all of these things like, okay, so what do I do to get started? Or what do I do to start getting engagements? I'm like, it's not a tactic. It's a business strategy. That's like saying, so what does a business intelligence company do to go secure more deals? Well, that's quite different than, oh yeah, girl, I'm going to look at your profile. I'm going to look at your profile. First of all, whoever does your makeup, wow, your makeup is way on point. Holy crap. And we didn't even talk about your hair. Your hair is tight too. I mean, I don't mean talk about it a bad way. Like, whoa. Yeah, you got to send me your website so I can take a look at. Put your website link there so I can take a look at it. I'll give you some feedback right now if you want it. Not many people are bold enough to do that, but if you want to give me your website, you're wanted. By the way, you're gorgeous. And you're great on camera. You look great on camera at all. Oh, that's the thing. Guess what? Most people suck at marketing, but you know what? We have marketing people within the High Profit Zone family just to make sure that, you know, we write copy like superstars in our family. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. If there's, you know, something that you need help with, but you know, this is really truth. Okay, speakertainment. All right. Thank you, honey. I'm clicking right now. Speakertainment.com. What's up, Renita? That's another High Profit Zone family member. She gonna be hanging out in November. What's up? I'm working on speaker books today. All those professional things. Wait, speakertainment. Yeah, speakertainment. Love your logo. We got to work on the speed in which your website comes up. Transformation. So you need a good hero. What's up, baby? We need a good, you have great pictures, first of all. You have fantastic pictures. So this is all usable. But we need something that says, So what the challenge is that when I look at your website, can I give you this feedback without, if I can't give you, I'm not going to say anything harsh. I'm going to give you honest to God feedback. Okay. Teach storytelling. So this is the challenge that we're running into. Your website is a little too vague for what you deliver, and thank you. First of all, your imagery on your website is gorgeous, right? I like the imagery on your website. The play button on your video at the bottom gets lost because it's not red and it's gray and white. I didn't even see it until just a second ago. Here is where you get stuck with your content, is that if I start at the top, is there something that I can say about you that I can't say about other people? So in other words, transformational mindset and leadership keynote speaker, can put on everybody's website. So that doesn't segment you out as being someone special. We want you to be special. High energy presentation using music and motivation. So you use music in your girl, we need to talk. Okay. When you get a moment, look up Gregory, Offner, Offner. He's one of mine, one of the High Profit Zone family members, and he's using music, and he didn't want to, and he's doing so amazingly well. So you have great imagery, but what we need to say, so what, at the top. I need either a so what moment, or I need a this is what makes her special and I need to know more about her story moment. So at the top of mine, I might have something like homeless teen sells $250 million business intelligence company. Hook, to bring somebody in and want them to keep reading, right? Or I could put the 7 triggers of yes. The secret side of powerful influence that you didn't know. Again, hook. So I could go with either one of those particular directions to get people to go, why do I want to know more about that? So yeah, I see you got professional singer, actors. We need to bring this up. We need to bring your headline to the top so people can see that power straight on, right? That's what we want them to see. Power right there at the top. And so you have the great images. You have the great layout and design. You have the credentials here, right? But we want to hit that pow. In fact, I would tell you right now, this picture that you have here where your arms are crossed, you got on this yellow shirt, you got on this gray hair. Your hair looks great. You got on this gray hair. I mean, you could, I don't know, but your hair looks great and your eyes are just like, they're just like snatched and fierce. That's a picture that needs to be at the top. That's your picture, not the one in the white. It's a pretty picture, but I need this strong, fierce lioness picture at the top. That picture is boss. And then from there, we need to say, like, I need to know who your ideal client is, why they want it, what is your hero statement, what is making you like the boss, where they're going, yes, I need her, right? So we need to move that up. I love the design. I love the pictures. I love the font, right? I love all of that. And if you're going to do speakertainment, we need to bring that speakertainment up to the top as well. Like that needs to be right up there at the top. You got these videos that are on point. Yeah, you have some pieces, but we need to put some glue to bring it all together. And I also would like to see one of your own quotes, right? Like, and you might need to cook the ingredients that you have, but you also need more of you out front. Like, I love Maya Angelou, but I want to know your quote, not Maya's quote. Like, my quote that I say all the time that people kind of laugh at me for is that, listen, you're going to need some testicular fortitude and ovarian audacity to get shit done, but we got this, right? And so I want to see your boss ass quote in here. I don't want to see Maya's. I love Maya's, but yeah, I am the cook though. I'm the chef. I don't want to see Maya's quote. I want to see your quote. I want to see why you're a boss. I want to see why you're a badass, and I want to know what you got to say, right? Yeah, and you got some of the pieces. I need more meat. We got broth. We got some broth. We got some vegetables. But I need some meat up in here because I'm a carnivore, right? So I need some in here, and I'm missing that, right? God, your pictures are fantastic. I even like the one where you sitting down here, which is boss as hell. And you have all this. I would package you completely differently, quite honestly. The way you're packaged here is not leading enough with your differentiator, what makes you different. What makes you special, but what you're going to bring that other people aren't going to bring, that needs to be up front. And I said this in an earlier video, that I can see somebody's picture of their potential. The picture of your potential is so different than what you have here. Don't get me wrong, your website is better than a lot of people's websites that I've seen. But your fire is being doused. Your fire, your colors, that yellow is you. That yellow, along with your hair, yellow is definitely you. It's so rare that people, by the way, can make yellow look powerful. Normally, and if you guys want to know what I'm looking at Tammy's website. I'm looking at speakertainment.com. So it's so rare that people can make yellow look powerful, because yellow is usually associated with being cowardly. But the way that you're using it in your particular thing makes me think royalty and power. So you have done a fantastic job with that branding, and especially with the way it blends with how you do your hair. So all of that is on point. The black and gold is fierce, but we need to bring you up higher and show that fierceness and that power higher up in there. We need to show who you are and bring that power higher. That needs to be higher up. They need to know that they're getting an experience with you, and they need to experience that right from the time that they hit your website. Right from the time. And see, they're even using the words powerhouse, power, and I can sense that power, but it's being doused and it's so far down. I would love for you to bring it up higher. And thank you, by the way, for allowing me to give you feedback live. Most people don't have the ovarian audacity or the testicular fortitude to allow me to do that, because they think that I'm going to be harsh, and I'm really not that person who would do that. I'm not. You got some great stuff here. Oh my God. And it says here, so here's the thing. I have to do 3 little scrolls to get to the fact that you're going to combine singing with your entertainment. That needs to be so high at the top of your, it needs to be way up at the top. Like pow, forget, don't get me wrong, mindset is great, and I'm not saying that, but we need to package this in a way that that power comes right out front and, slaps them in the face, and them go, well, damn, how can I not? It's not. So here's the thing. Your website should not be begged to get hired. Your website should be, how can I not hire her? How can I not have her on my stage? Are you kidding? Did you see that? Listen, people hire me because, quite honestly, they're like, we hired Donna because we need to kick in our ass. That's why they hire me. They hire me because they want to kick an ass. They're like, we need somebody who's real, wrecking ball with a heart of gold. Right? Like, somebody called me that. Donna Ramsey called me that. I am going to get a t-shirt that says wrecking ball with a heart of gold, because that 100% is who I am. I really do care, but I want to break away all the bullshit and get your power up to the top. Girl, this is, I like what you have. I get it. I see it. It's in there. I want to bring it up so much higher. Oh my God. So, Lincoln Theater, the Kennedy Center, Apollo, BET, boom, that should be up there, like slapping them in the face, like they go, oh, okay, I see what we're working with here. This is great. Yeah, no, I'm feeling it. Yeah, we should definitely talk. This is good. I'm glad you joined, because this is, yes, I see your magic. I do. I see it here. I'm like sitting here and what's happening to me, so you'll know, is all the little all those little pieces are happening in my head. My family is used to me doing that. Other people probably think I'm a little cray cray. Anyway, so I just wanted to get out there. Listen, I work with people who, quite honestly, are looking for that next level. They're looking for something real. They are tired of all the BS that people are out there selling, and they're like, Donna, how can you help me get to the next level? And I can help you get to the next level, but you got to do the work. And all these excuses of money, time, and I don't know how, and I need to have X and Y, and I can get it for free. I'm like, you sure can get it for free, baby, and you get exactly what you pay for. Anyway, that's what I got. If you are interested in Rockmore Stages, then you can go to rockmorestages.com. If you just, yes, you are. No, you are ready for the next level. You are. Your stuff is ready. You know what? Let me give you my phone number, and everybody has it anyway, so it's fine. It's 954-558-5999. Feel free to call me. The boot camp is the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It's in Orlando. Hopefully you can make it. I appreciate you, Tammy, honestly, giving me the opportunity to do a review, an impromptu review of your website. I appreciate that. I can see you, girl. The power is definitely there, and now we just got to bring it up to the top. It's definitely there. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Have a great one. I actually have to, don't call me yet, Tammy, because I have to actually get ready for dinner. So maybe if we can't talk today, we'll talk on Thursday. I will send you a direct message. Talk to y'all later. Bye.